Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Carol Amendola Dianca, also known as the Italian nutritionist because of my strong heritage with Italy. And my question that I have for you today is, are you confused about the many diets out there that are available to all of us? Seems like there's a new diet every few months. And if you are, you're not alone. There's a lot of confusion. We hear about the keto diet, the paleo diet, the Atkins diet, the 30-day diet, the vegan diet, the vegetarian diet. There's pick your flavor. The only reason that I have found in my practice that people usually go on these diets is because they want to lose weight. They usually don't come to me and say, I'm on such a diet because it's going to make me more healthy. And the other thing I've noticed about the diets is that they're not sustainable. So they will work for a little while, but of course the best way to have sustainable health for the long run is to have the right type of eating pattern and lifestyle without even using the word diet. And that's what people do in areas of the world that have the longest longevity. They've never been on a diet. They've probably never been to a health club. They've probably never taken a probiotic or a vitamin, but they have a type of living. They have a lifestyle and a food supply that sustains longevity. So I'll tell you just a couple of things about some of the most popular diets lately. One is the keto diet. And the keto diet works as far as losing weight. It'll work for a while, but what I've seen is I've had clients come back to me and say, wow, I've been on that diet for, a couple of months and now my lipids are out of control. My cholesterol's high. And that's because on that diet that you eat mostly fat, and you starve your body of carbohydrates. And when you do that, the body has to go for fat for energy. So it will do that for a sustained amount of time, and the person will be losing weight. But on the other hand, what they're doing is ending up with altered lipids that are not necessarily in your best interest. Paleo is a diet that suggests that we eat like our ancestors did in the Paleolithic era, time of the globe evolved, people evolved on the globe. But our food today is very, very different from the way the food was then. So we have to be aware of that. And another thing about the paleo diet from the conferences that I've been at that promote it is that there are no grains allowed, that man should not be eating grains at all. I don't know if that's been changed and updated on the paleo diet in the last couple of years, but grains have sustained people for millennia. And I wouldn't ever just necessarily wipe off grains off the chart for possible items for food. Then there's the vegan diet, and that's huge, and it's become very popular and very trendy today. There are good ways to do vegan, and then there are not so good ways to do vegan. In fact, I have treated sick vegans and vegetarians because they get caught up in vegan junk food that's out there now because the big manufacturers have learned that plant-based or vegan is good for us, but beware. There's the intermittent fasting diet, and that's one that I would really like to leave you with some ideas about, because intermittent fasting really is one, I wouldn't even call it a diet, but it's a way of life that includes giving your body a rest between when you eat and when you don't eat, which is what we don't get today. For human beings to have access to food 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without ever a break is very unusual, and it's not common, and it's not the way human beings evolved. If you think about it, human beings way back, years back, had to forage for food. And in between that time, they would be naturally fasting. Every organized religion has some type of fast, and that's because we always knew to give our body a break. So if you think about it, if you have dinner, at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock at night, and then you sit and watch some TV or whatever you do, even take a little walk, and you get up again in the morning and you have breakfast and then you have lunch, and the body is continually barraged with food, it's not necessarily in our best interest. So I'm going to do a separate video just on intermittent fasting. It does have some real benefits to it. For now, please just subscribe to my channel so I can continue sending you tips. I think there's a button below. Thank you for joining me today.